Okay, we got a John Deere 1050. It's a 4-wheel drive unit. Clutch went out of it. We split it apart, put a new clutch in. Found out that the clutch can come in a kit. I went to John Deere and the price was ridiculous. I don't even want to tell you what it was. If he'd have been alive 150 years ago, they would have been riding with Jesse James. But you can get a clutch kit from a place called Yesterday's Tractor Parts out in state of Washington. I think it's Redmond, Washington. And this is your plate that goes with the for your PTO plate. And then this clutch is all preset. So the rest of the clutch, you get your pilot bearing and your throwout bearing as well. And then the clutch is already assembled. It's ready to go and already preset, so you don't have to do any of the setups, which is kind of ridiculous. This is the old clutch here, so you can obviously see. I took it all apart. That one that's preset has the main clutch plate in there. This fell off of the rivets, and then the other side was completely gone as well and ate into the pressure plate there. So what we did is we're going to switch this out. When we split the tractor, you got to make something or jack it up to where you can put something on there. I welded up some stuff there in the shop out of some just structural metal, and I was able to put a couple screws up in there, bolts up in the bottom to hold that, and just measured it how far. It's going to depend. I think it was 18 3/8 inches off of the floor from this one, but if you got different tires, it's going to be different level. This side, I made something up that I can bolt onto the side right here, as you can see. And then I made the bolt, I welded a nut so I could make my bolt and make this all adjustable to run the height up so it's easy to split the tractor. There's just a small set of wheels I got on Harbor Freight. Made that up. Something sturdy. This tractor's not very heavy. If you had something a little heavier, you'd have to come up with some bigger caster wheels or something like that to split it. But yeah, the tractor had some other issues. It had some hydraulic issues, and we got that apart as well. And we're getting the hydraulic body rebuilt because it's got a front end loader that goes on it. And that thing gets, every time you start it and shut it off, you're using that. So it was a little sloppy. It was leaking oil, and we cleaned it all up, and we're going to get that to go too. But put it back together. Also ran into an issue. Put a new tie rod and the steering arm on it. We had a dent in this tube right here that goes over the 4-wheel drive shaft. The drive shaft is right here inside, and this tube just fits over it to keep it out of the weather. And so we had to make a new tube, and this part is no longer available from John Deere, so we ended up having to make that part. There's a little sleeve that goes over this, and then you can just slide it up off. But I just went and got some muffler tube and welded it up.